All right, what is up, guys?
What's up, guys?
Grabe,
Uh,
what a morning.
yeah, we just had a meeting with Slam
Super
with
beautiful
regards
morning.
to what we're planning to do and partner up with them now with the face-to-face podcast. So that's ongoing. And then yesterday we had a meeting also with Direct Mikee Reyes, who is obviously a pro, a
Mhm.
legend in his own right dun sa filmmaking, di ba? If I'm not mistaken.
I think his
Producing.
forte is more of commercials.
Commercial. But like producing. Ayan.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
and he is very much a diehard
Oh yeah, kasi
UP
he's the president of
nowhere
Nowhere
to
to Go
go
But
but
Up.
up. Okay. So he's the president of the main marketing arm, if I may say,
Yeah, I think you can say that.
of UP. So he's very much into the idea that we are pitching from Gov John Vic. So yeah, we had a meeting yesterday with our plans for the UP community and what we're gonna release for UP. This morning we had a meeting for Slam naman, which is more of shoot first slash or times whatever you call that slam. So it's been a busy couple of 2 days.
Past yeah, 2 days
Yeah,
actually.
swerte pa nga na wala pa kaming MPBL PBA, 'di ba? Kasi yun eh, pag wala have a game tomorrow sa Smart,
Ako sa Sabado.
sa Sabado ka, 'di ba? So tuloy-tuloy lang sila. Tuloy-tuloy lang yung mga kailangan gawin. This is
Yeah,
a good problem. Again, we're not
yeah.
complaining. But then,
We're
we have
actually
to,
very happy to be able
yeah.
to have this kind of
And then we
problem.
have to release daily episodes here. We have to, of course, yung mga racket natin, may hosting kagabi. Yung content ko, which yung manager ko, si Mika, si Mami Mika, ano din, very, oh,
Yung
ito, gagawin mo, ito,
yung
ganyan.
gaming na ba yan?
Hindi yung gaming, bro, nakakatawa. Nag-guest lang ako
Ano
sa
pala
isang
kwento dun?
episode.
Di ko kasi alam
Nag-guest lang ako
yung
sa isang,
background dun.
nag-guest ako sa isang episode. So,
Tapos,
kasama lang sa bayad ko yung promotion for that episode. So, bro, yung mga ganyan, sinesend nila sa yung art card, yung promotion something, and then you just post it. Ganun lang. That's why, guys, if you see the caption, wala. Ganun lang, pak post, okay. Diyan na yan. It was never
akala ko
something
parang
na,
may bago kang segment or
hindi,
show or
wala.
something.
Nag-guest lang ako sa isang episode, literal, isa kami ni Jat Sulit.
Sabi ko, ay, babalik siya sa
So,
gaming. Wow, dami niyan
no,
time ah.
bro, wala. But if they will get me as a host and they will pay me, I will make time. Pero check mo yung Instagram ni Jat, meron din siya the same exact thing because we were both guests. If you remember months ago, di ba, kasama kami ni Jat Sulit?
Yeah.
O yun. So it's just promotion for one episode. So even
Yes.
ikaw, di ba, another feather in your hat. Sabi ko, hindi na lang ako kumukontra kasi people think may bago akong show. Okay, cool. So no, it's just a promotional binayaran. Of course, bayad yun, di ba? So, alam niyo na yun.
Siyempre.
Basta naman nandun. Alam niyo naman.
Matik naman yan.
Hindi
Di
namang
naman na
bayad yun.
siguro.
Puta naman. Even naman yung content ko for fun, alam niyo namang ano yun, investment yun para makakuha ng mga bayad, di ba? So, yeah, so a lot of things have been going on. And sige, shout first ka muna.
Sige, shout first muna tayo bago tayo makalimot.
Before we get into the thick of things.
Shout out to Gian Cañares and Manila Campaign South. Thank you so much once again for your support. Always from day one yung mga yan. John Nicole Manyo and Crucial Game Collection, which he started because he was inspired by mga dun sa mga payo daw natin and everything. So good luck sa'yo dyan, bro. John Vincent Batak from Malolos City. Happy wedding anniversary to Stanley and Marivi Trinidad, the parents of Gabby Trinidad.
Yeah.
To shout out to Justin Avignon and to Luis Floriano and Mikee Reyes from Florida.
Okay. So, thank you very much for all the support, guys. Sobrang salamat. Okay. So, because we were so busy yesterday, this is the thing. Pag busy ka, you don't have time for these, mga talk online.
Mm-hmm.
Which a lot of people have a lot of time for that. Which, I'm not gonna tell you what to do with your time. So, that's cool, diba? I don't understand why ang lumabas.
That we were hating.
We're hating on Ateneo.
That we were hating on the Japan decision.
I have no idea where it came from na parang, what?
Hindi, kasi...
Alam mo pare, sa totoo lang yung episode kahapon, more so sabi ko yung Polly pa yung medyo mas naging invested ako doon sa kwentuhan.
Actually, oo nga eh.
Mas
Kasi
mahaba
10 minutes
din
na naman yung
and we
Ateneo
also spent more time on Polly.
Yeah, we did.
Which by the way, maganda nilaro niya kahapon, even though they lost.
I
So
think
anyway.
kasi when people heard the waste of time, dun na lang.
Okay.
They stopped at that and then triggered everything.
Okay. Let's focus solely on the waste of time quote. Which, if mali yung gamit ko, I genuinely apologize. But let's put context in what I said, waste of time. Okay. Habi, kunyari magkalaban tayo one-on-one. Dumayo ko sa place mo to play you one-on-one. Someone tells me, sayang oras mo dyan. You're wasting your time. Sino yung tinamaan doon? Sino yung dinisrespect mo?
Siyempre, ako.
Exact! So when I say Ateneo is wasting their time against a team that will... Huwag niyo sabihin sa akin yung... Okay, sorry. Wasting their time with an 86-point win. Who am I putting on a pedestal at sino yung technically taking shots at ko? Ateneo yung kalaban nila.
Yung kalaban.
Yung kalaban
Siyempre.
nila, sayang sa oras. Kasi mahina yung kalaban. Masyado, in short, masyado kayong malakas. Which,
basically, what we were trying to say was, they could face stronger teams here.
And also, brother, ito I am not saying mali yung decision to go to Japan and play international teams because matagal nang ginagawa yan. UP goes to Serbia.
You actually said na we're confused. We were confused.
It was more of, bakit kaya?
Kasi syempre, this is the usual route. Phil Oil and the other preseason tournaments. Yan parate. Tapos, we see Ateneo going to Japan for a pocket tournament which is only 3 games.
Which is fine. Ang tanong was, bakit kaya hindi nag-Phil Oil?
Oo.
So, lahat ng binabato ninyo na yung benefits ng Japan and benefits of UP's Korea in the coming week, hindi ko naman dinidisregard yung benefits of going there eh. I am comparing missing out on kung ano yung pwedeng oo versus the 3 games. I'm not saying the 3 games is
wala ka na matututunan.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying comparing, putting context into what you missed for this, doon ako confused. So you have to put context into bakit kaya hindi nag-feel.
It was a comparison.
It was a comparison. I'm not saying going to Japan in general, stand alone, going to Japan, playing against other teams is a stupid idea. I'm not saying that. I'm saying compared.
In fact, yun na nga, we said nga yesterday na we don't know better.
Oh, bro, alam mo, you know what? Honestly, I watched it again. And if you watch it with an open mind and unbiased ka, it was more of a bakit kaya? And we were trying to justify and defend the decision because on the surface, it's basically playing 3 games versus playing so many games out here. So on the surface, 30 games versus 3 games on the surface, you will...
I don't think it takes a genius to
Hindi, alam mo ito pinaka.
Even explain.
Ito yan eh. Ito question ko dyan, bro. If Lasal did this and we questioned Lasal, would it be this kind of... Yan lang naman tanong dyan, bro. At the end of the day, Ateneo kasi.
Tsaka,
Coach Tab.
kasi si Coach Tab.
O, question natin si Coach Tab. In which, straight up, sinabi natin, We don't know better than Coach Tab. Coach Tab is the best. The best.
World-class coach yan.
Program, the best. That's why, bakit kaya we were in a trying to understand mood? Because when we do understand what goes on in Coach Tab's head and Coach Tab's planning, may matututunan tayo. Imposibleng wala, bro. I would
Kumbaga,
love
parang
to be...
linalatag lang natin lahat ng mga possible scenarios, lahat mga possible reasons why.
It's
But we
more,
didn't say it was the reason.
it's more of me saying, bakit kaya ganun yung ginawa ni Coach Tab? Kasi, imposibleng hindi pinag-isipan yan at imposibleng walang reason behind it. And I would love to find the reason because I want to learn also from Coach Tab. Na,
Exactly.
o nga no, Coach Tab. O nga no, tama ka dun ah. Ang galing mo
And
na.
saka, okay, so now people are firing shots at us for putting out a
For
lot of
questioning.
assumptions, for questioning before even knowing the facts.
Exact, yun nga gusto natin malaman eh.
Yun na nga. Yun na nga.
That is
So
the
parang
reason why. That is the reason why we had the conversation. It's because I wanted to know what is the game plan. Because
we didn't say it was the reason. Hindi naman nakataga sa bato na pumunta yung Ateneo sa Japan dahil dito. Minsan kasi pag sinasabi talaga natin,
ganun
yun,
talaga.
yun na yung nakasulat sa Biblia.
It comes with the territory. But when you watch it again with an unbiased and open mind, you will see how we wanted to learn. Why? Why? Because sinabi ko ulit many times, call me old school, pero ito yung alam ko. Reps after reps after reps from Ato Badolato na coach ng San Beda, nalalaro San Beda Juniors, nalalaro yan ng umaga, lalaro yan ng hapon, lalaro ulit yan ng gabi. The same exact team every single day. From that point on, yun na yung naintindihan ko. I brought up Coach Frankie Lim's preseason schedule with San Beda nung dynasty nila nung time na yun. Reps.
May whiteboard pa.
Oo, reps over reps over reps. What practice makes perfect. Pero, iba pa din yung game reps. So, the more game reps you have, the more prepared you will be. Yun yung pagkakaintindi ko sa basketball. Now, I am opening up to, okay, wait, why did Ateneo, a powerhouse team in which anything Coach Tab says, you will have to somehow believe because of his greatness and his stature. So I wanted to understand. Why? Why would you choose? O sige, sinama nila yung magi-India ata or magi-Greece ata. Okay. Those three. But then again, ito nga yung point ko. You could have done both. You could have, like what UP is gonna do? Lumabas na yung balita kapon, 2 weeks sa Korea UP. They played Phil Oil and UCBL and then now they're going to Korea. So Ateneo could have played Phil Oil UCBL, go to Japan now, go to India after, and then go to Greece. Kaya nga, I was more so I wanted to learn. Maybe there is a different way of, kaya, bro, alam mo
or like there
nakakatawa?
is something behind the decision.
Gusto ko nga malaman kasi parang, pare may rason to. Kasi alam mo, yung ginagawa ni na Coach Tab is scary to me. Because, pare, natatakot ako sa Ateneo kasi may ginagawa yan na bigla na lang paglitaw nila sa UAAP, puta bigla ang gagaling bigla.
Diba, last time na naglaro sila sa Jones Cup, yun yung sweep, di ba?
Oh bro, yun yung sweep. Kaya nga hindi ko gets bakit biglang ang nakarating, ang lumitaw from our episode
Negative.
was, we were hating. No, we are putting them on a pedestal na gusto ko malaman what goes on in their heads. And guess what? We assumed, just as much as everyone else. Bakit may press release ba? Kung bakit sila
Wala.
hindi sumali ng Phil Oil at sumali sila ng Japan, India, Greece. Walang press release. Nothing came from the Ateneo camp, which totally respect. So, now, everyone is just left. Bakit kaya? Gusto ko malaman talaga. Kasi gusto kong i-pick yung brain nung ganong klaseng program, yung nagpapatakbo ng programa. Because from the get-go naman, we've always wanted to pick Coach Tab's brain.
Oh yeah, bro.
And everything that happens in that Ateneo camp. So if anything, we were putting them on a pedestal. If JRU, sorry, I'm not gonna bring up schools. If a losing team did this, I wouldn't be as curious. But because a program like Ateneo, the best, still the best. UP won last year, but you cannot already say UP is the best. Ateneo is still the barometer. Ateneo is still the standard. Body of work, last 5 years. Because they are taking unconventional routes, gusto mong maintindihan. Kasi gusto mong matuto.
Yeah, because now it piques your curiosity na bakit nila ginawa yun.
Mako-curious ba tayo kung ginawa to ng... Sorry but mako-curious ba tayo kung ginawa to ng UST? UST was the last team. Ay, hindi, UE,
Not
sorry. UE pala, 014. Mako-curious
Not
ba tayo
really.
Exactly.
Because the extra reason pa why we're heavily invested in this is because as UP fans also, we are very wary of the capabilities of Ateneo. So if they're doing something out of the ordinary, we want to know why. Kasi we want to know how it will affect the chance of a back-to-back for UP.
Ako talaga, I was never hating on Ateneo. I didn't say mali yung move. I wanted to understand the move.
Bro, everybody just stopped at waste of time. Yun na.
Pare, yun pa rin ako eh. Like, if I say it's a waste of time, sino yung tinitira ko dun?
Yung kalaban.
Yung kalaban.
Ibig sabihin, sobrang lakas mo.
Ibig sabihin, sobrang lakas mo and I wanna understand.
Nagsasayang ka lang ng oras pag
kunyari,
pinalaban mo.
Let's talk outside of basketball.
Okay.
In life, kunyari may inaway ka.
Oh.
Tapos sinabi ko siya, sayang oras mo dyan, bro. Sino yung tinitira ko?
Oh.
Ikaw o siya? Diba, there's always be the better man.
Yeah.
You're pumapatol ka sa wala sa level mo.
Oh.
Sino yung tinitira ko? Ikaw o yun ta?
Siyempre, kalaban.
Kaya everybody was using the waste of time quote na parang, waste of time na ba yan? Waste of time. Guys, yung tinitira ko yung kalaban nila doon, hindi sila. Sinasabi ko nga na sobrang lakas ninyo. Tapos, nung dumikit kahapon,
selective hero.
Oh, bro. Tapos, nung dumikit kahapon, people were saying, no, waste of time pa ba? Bakit ninyo gina-justify in a way na parang yung Ateneo yung hinate ko? Hindi ko hinate yung Ateneo. I will never hate on Ateneo, to be honest with you guys. You know what's the funniest thing? 90% of the people who hate us right now, hindi Atenista.
Mismo.
You know what's the funniest thing? I spent 8 years in Ateneo. I spent the most years of my whole education in Ateneo. 4 years with LaSalle, 5, 6 years with UP, 8 years with Ateneo. I have
True blue.
I have an Ateneo alumni card, alumni association. I have a yearbook with my face on it. I go to Ateneo and my teachers are there. I play in the Ateneo Basketball Alumni League. Mas Atenista pa ako sa inyo. So tigilan ninyo, I will never hate on Ateneo. Because until to this day, I am proud to be Atenean. On a basketball perspective, we are trying to be objective. Yun ang problema. Pero kung ibang eskwela ang pinag-usapan namin o ibang team ang pinag-usapan namin and we questioned, bakit kaya? Hindi naman question in a negative way na mali yan, mali. Wait, did we conclude na mali yung ginawa nila?
No.
We were asking.
We were confused as much as everyone else.
Ito question,
Dinalatag
guys.
lang natin yung mga possible na reasons. Hindi naman natin sinabi na yun yung rason.
Ito yung question, guys. Let's put it in another perspective. Dirk Nowitzki. Sobrang galing. Alam natin yan. Nung ginagawa na niya yung nagla-lunch siya, tapos kung ano nung pinagagawa niya, yung si Kevin Durant, di ba tumatalon, to be 360, tapos tumitira? Mukhang tanga, yes or no?
Yes.
Kung ginawa yun ng bangko sa NBA, would it spark curiosity?
Nope.
No. Nung ginawa ni Kevin Durant, na-curious tayo lahat. Bakit ginagawa ni Kevin Durant yun? Anong ibig sabihin nun? Ano yung benefit nun? Pero kung ginawa yun ng bangko, I don't give a fuck. What the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, literally, what the hell are you doing, bro? But because Kevin Durant did it, suddenly, nag-spark ng curiosity sa utak mo. That is why I am curious because Ateneo is Ateneo. So how? So if they're taking the unconventional route, I am very curious as to why. Because I wanna learn. Hindi ko talaga mag-gets talaga.
Kaya,
Tapos lahat ng nagbibigay ng take na ito yung dahilan ba't sila nagganyan, ito yung dahilan ba't nila ginawa yan. Paano nyo alam? You're assuming just as much as us.
exactly.
Yung matindi doon, tayo, nagtatanong, bakit kaya? Sila, nilatag na nila. Ito yung dahilan ba't sila nag-Japan. Paano mo alam? May press release ba?
Inuldukan nila agad
yun eh. Tinuldukan yun eh. Kami nga yung question mark eh. Kami question mark. Kayo tinuldukan ninyo. Well, guess what? Tinuldukan namin. Tinanong ni Javi, yung coach mismo kung bakit. Kasi nga gusto namin malaman. Gusto namin matuto. Oh, so, tama yung sinabi ko, yes or no, na baka wala
Kulang
silang
pala
ma-feel.
talaga ng players.
Kulang ng player. So, tigilan ninyo yung mga, meron pa akong nakita. Gusto na nila ng change of scenery. Kaya hindi sila naglaro dito. Sawa na sila
sinabi
maglaro
ko rin yun eh. Sinabi ko rin yun.
May nagsabi na parang sawa na maglaro ng Pinoy teams. Anong sawa? Basketball is basketball. Anong sawa? O ayan. So what is the reason? Kulang ng players nung time na nag-open yung Phil Oil tsaka UCBL kasi may mga injured.
Tsaka may nagkakasakit.
Oh, health and safety protocols. There is the answer. Putay na. So, again, now that we have the answer, gets ko na ngayon kung bakit. So I can...
Tsaka, yung ito, the reason why they prioritized this pala was because dinaan talaga sa school mismo. As in, sa school admin, dinaan yung invitation na January pa raw, in-invite yung school. So nag-yes na.
So nag-yes
na. Yung school na mismo, nag-yes na sila. So parang, for them, kung baback out sila, parang, di ba, it's something negative for them.
Yeah. Also, at the end of the day,
reputation nila yan internationally, di ba?
So yesterday, we were curious. Tapos, everyone attacked us for the mere fact that, so in short, you cannot be curious and question Ateneo. Why not? How will you learn from the best program, college in the country, basketball program? Sorry. When we talk school, lalaban ako at UP. Siyempre. Pero Ateneo nasa UP, alam naman natin yan. UST humahabol. Okay. But basketball program, hands down, Ateneo is the best. Hands down.
At least in the last decade.
How will you learn if you just keep assuming na anything Ateneo does, you will just take it for it is and say, tama yan. No. You want to understand bakit. Bakit hindi naglaro ng Phil Oil pero naglaro ng Japan at pupuntang India daw tsaka Greece. And we expect Ateneo to be a powerhouse this season. So why? Questions. That is, questioning someone does not mean you are degrading, you are hating. Questioning someone means you want to understand the way they think. Will you try to understand
even a compliment for them?
Exactly. Will you try to understand a stupid person's way of thinking? No. Ano yung tatry mo i-understand? Yung magagaling. Sino pinapanood mo sa YouTube if you want to search for answers, investment-wise? Yung mga mayayaman. Yung mga nagkaroon ng...
Kiyosaki.
Or
Warren
si
Buffett.
Kevin O'Leary, Mark Cuban. Gusto mo malaman, you wanna pick their brain because they are successful in what they do. That is how I am with Ateneo. I wanna pick their brain because they are successful in what they do. That is why
hindi naman automatically na pag ginawa nila, tama na.
Well, it obviously works.
Yeah, it did work.
Anything they do works.
Yeah.
So, I want to understand.
Pero ang sa akin lang din, bawal ba naming questionin? Parang,
hindi mo rin naman pinako sa Cruz. Like, gusto mo maintindihan eh.
Tama na ba talaga yan? As in, okay. Whatever they do, yan talaga.
So, the question yesterday for me was, why didn't you join Phil Oil but you joined Japan? In which Japan has 3 games Philoil UCBL could have given you 30. My way of thinking is old school. Oh, so ang isip ko, 'di ba more reps doon? So 'di ba mas gagaling ka doon? Pero wait lang, bakit kaya? Puta Ateneo to eh. They're the best program in the country. So there's something behind this. Tapos ngayon nalalaman natin wala pala. So there is no basketball reason for this. This is merely because they didn't have enough players in the Philoil to join the Philoil at that time. Tama.
And yes,
And the invitation for this Japan thing
came in January pa.
came in January. So, why are we attacked? Now that we have facts, now we understand that they couldn't join Philoil and D-League and UCBL for the mere fact na maraming injured at may nagkasakit.
Ito
Saan ang galing
verbatim.
yung mga bullshit ninyo na hindi, ganito kasi ganito kasi ganito. Eh ngayon may sagot na eh. Hindi basketball reason kung ba't di sila sumali ng Philoil. O, dami nyo sinasabi.
Ito, sige, verbatim, para lang talagang malaman ninyo. Well, we wanted to get more games, pero nga yung situation wasn't ideal. Sana matuloy yung isa pa namin trip para makakuha more games.
So yun na nga yung exactly sinasabi ko. My thinking was, ba't ka humindi sa more games? So yan exactly yung gusto nila. We want more games. But we couldn't join the Philoil because we didn't have enough players. So tell me right now, if they had enough players, they would have joined the Philoil. Why? Because their goal is to get more games. So tigil niyo yung mga sinasabi niyo, nagtatago, they want chemistry, they want to build this, build that. If they had enough players during the Philoil, they would have joined. It's as simple as that. And that is exactly why at yun lang yung tinatry kong i-uncover sa utak ko.
Because they would have wanted that chance also.
Who will say no to more games?
Sabi, especially now daw. Tsaka, makikita nyo naman eh. Especially now that this is a totally new team halos.
Bro, hindi ko ba gets yung thinking na new team to, so mas okay na less games. Di ba nga pag new team, which came from the horse's mouth. Someone from inside the Ateneo coaching staff said, we want more games. Why? Bago lahat. That is basic. If you have a new team, you want to put them out there more times, more exposure, more experience, more reps. That is why, from that basic thinking, nag-question ako ngayon, bakit hindi sumali ng Philoil? Kasi more games. And now we uncover the reason. They didn't have enough players. So now, basically, brother, they are in habol mode.
Yes.
Because all other teams na makakalaban natin sa UAAP, ang dami nang nilaro. Yung UP, which tinalo tayo, played 3 straight weeks every day. So basically, nakakalamang ng game reps itong UP. So ngayon, sinasabi nila, they're trying to habol. Kaya ngayon, they did Japan, they might do India, then they'll go Greece. So yun yung sagot doon. Bakit parang...
And they're trying to balance it out because it's not just the games. They also need the practices. Ang sinabi pa ni coach, kung puro veterano yan, pwedeng puro games lang.
Yun! Why are we... Guys, I'm going on the record right now. I apologize if it came out as hating on Ateneo. But trust me, any unbiased person, any person with an open mind who listens and watches the podcast from yesterday will see the curiosity and how we put Ateneo on a pedestal na ikaw yung barometer. Bakit yan yung ginagawa mo? I wanna understand. So, I really do not see the halabaloo between questioning.
Dapat nga, mas naintindihan nila tayo kasi we're from UP.
Kaya nga.
By default, we're UP fans.
By default. Pero,
so,
natatakot ako sa Ateneo.
Kaya nga.
Kasi may
so
ginagawa silang hindi ginagawa ng normal na team eh. So parang, putang ina,
ano na naman yung ginagawa ng Ateneo? Shit, tas pagdating ng UAAP, biglang ang gagagaling ng mga hayop na yan. Di ba? Tangina, magsisweep bigla yan. Di ba? Bro, honestly, if not for Ateneo, ikaw, naniniwala tayo, sobrang lakas ng UP. Totoo.
So,
Sobrang, we feel like
they're loaded until like
Oh.
maybe the 12th match.
Pero, can you find it in yourself to be 100% sure na magcha-champion tayo?
Oh, hell no. Back to back?
Because of who?
Because of Ateneo. Duh!
Do you honestly believe? Sorry, no
Don't tell
disrespect.
me.
No disrespect to
don't,
other schools.
it's not a shot at the other schools, but
Yeah,
objectively
No
saying.
disrespect to the other schools. If you prove us wrong, we will cheer on and we will...
For sure. Yeah, definitely.
Pero entering this season, sino sa other 6 teams ang nakikita mong madedethrone ang UP? Wala.
Wala, bro.
Who is the one team na kinakatakutan natin entering this season?
Ateneo.
That's why I wanna understand.
Because Ateneo beat us last season also.
Exactly. And this is not even, I'm trying to understand as a UP person na ano yan? Ano yan? Pag na-uncover ko yung totoong rason, kung ba't yan ang diskarte ng Ateneo, pupunta ako sa UP, tapos sasabihin ko sa UP, gawin nyo to guys kasi ito yung Hindi, wala rin naman tayong direct connection sa UP team eh. It's more of a basketball junkie, a basketball analyst, a basketball person who wants to understand why Ateneo does this. Because Ateneo is the standard. So if you see a standard, the best person with regards to what industry, di ba yun ang gugustuhin mo malaman kung paano nila ginagawa?
Exactly.
Yun na naman.
It's so plain and simple.
Matindi
I don't get
dun.
why sobrang linalagyan ng maraming kulay.
Hindi ko alam ba't biglang it went out of proportion.
Pero feel ko lang talaga pare kasi it's na elevate lang ng sobra-sobra. Dahil kasi may coach tab
Na-trigger
effect
lang.
eh.
Aminin nyo na, na-trigger lang kayo. Kasi feeling niya, dinedepend namin si Coach Chot. Ba't napunta si Coach Chot sa usapan?
Yan na naman eh.
Ba't bigla nagkaroon ng Coach Chot sa usapan?
Putik na yan
you
sa
want us to talk
section.
about Coach? You want us to talk about Coach Chot? Guess what? Coach Chot is up 3-1 in the semis right now. Good job, Coach Chot. Congrats. Pero itong Ateneo topic kahapon, I was very surprised with how much hate we got from that when we were merely curious. As people who want to learn.
I was expecting a lot of arguments, but not the hate.
I was expecting people to also be curious.
Yeah, to like also lay down their possible reasons.
Tapos meron pang, dapat pinanood natin yung 86-point win. No. I don't want to watch an 86. I don't want to watch a game decided by 86 points. Dapat daw in-analyze natin yung 86-point win. Anong i-analyze mo sa laro that was decided by 86 points?
At saka honestly, wala eh. Sinasabi nila kasi tamad tayo. Pero, ask yourself.
No, sorry. But if a game is decided by 86 points, kahit anong liga pa yan, tatama rin ako. At hindi ko i-analyze ang 86-point deficit.
Kasi wala naman kasi talagang i-analyze dyan. Anong i-analyze mo dyan?
Sana hirapan ng Ateneo.
Di ba pag-analysis?
Tapos pag-usapan daw natin yung assists nila.
Yun na nga eh.
With an 86-point win?
They did everything right.
Kaya nga sabi ko waste of time eh. Kasi sobrang lakas ninyo.
Tapos ngayon, nung nangyari yung game kanina, nadikit.
Kahapon.
Kahapon pala.
Parang tayo pa, no?
Ano? Waste of time pa rin? Waste of time pa rin?
Dumikit. Ano?
Actually, I watched the game. Sige, ako. I watched the game kanina para lang wala na kayo masabi. I watched the game kanina. And we were down actually.
Humabol.
Humabol na lang tayo.
10 ata, down 10.
Mga 10.
Naging nanalo ng 11.
And bro, I gotta tell you, they really are looking scary, man.
They're scary kasi mukhang legit yung Kai. Yung Garcia, magaling daw. Magaling. Ito yung question ko sa'yo, Javi, which hopefully this will be accepted with an open mind. Sino kalaban?
Kanina?
Kahapon. Kahapon.
Kahapon
Pag-game,
pala, sorry.
pangalawang game.
Chinese
Taiwan?
Taipei.
Taipei.
Chinese
Okay.
Taipei.
Ano, college
It
team?
was a college team from Chinese Taipei.
Okay. College team from Chinese Taipei. How do you know the ranking of this Chinese Taipei team if you bring them here? Tinalo ng Ateneo by 11. Do you know ano yung standard ng Chinese Taipei team na yan?
No.
So, Ateneo winning by 11. Do you know kung ano yung counterpart ng Chinese Taipei dito? Is that a UE team na rebuilding? Is that
Hindi
a
rin eh.
Letran team? Pero hindi mo nga alam.
O yun na nga
Alam.
mismo.
Hindi mo nga
Na nga
alam. That's why I don't jump to conclusions.
Yeah.
Because tinalo nila yung Chinese Taipei. Malay ko kung ano yung, kumbaga sa 2K, malay ko kung anong rating niyang Chinese Taipei. So, ako, I am just waiting. Waiting lang ako. Where's the Ateneo hate coming from? Not from me. Definitely not from me. Tayo na Coach Sandy. Puta, puro ano yan eh.
Tsaka pa,
High school, grade school pa lang ako. Kilala ko na yung mga yun.
it's the same shit we do every day. Before a PBA game, we have our assumptions, we have our...
Kaya nga, nagbago nga bigla yung ihip dahil Ateneo, bro. It was the same exact vibe every single day. Yes, tapos biglang sinabi nila, toxic daw yung, may nagsabi, toxic daw yung episode kahapon. And I'm like, ano yung nagbago? We do the same with any team. We spent 20 minutes dissecting Paul Lee. Questioning Paul Lee's decision to settle for outside jumpers. In which, by the way, binago niya kahapon. We spent 20 minutes talking about Paul Lee, dissecting. We spent 20 minutes talking about Newsome the other day, dissecting CJ Perez. We spent about Lasal nung UAP season, we spent 20 minutes dissecting Lasal. Nung nag-tune up game ang UPA Lasal, we spent a whole episode about that. We do the same thing with any team. Ba't nagbago nung Ateneo? You try
It's the
to
coach tab effect.
understand. Yun na nga eh. So wag tayong maglokan dito. I'm so sorry. Pero someone told me pa, why did you spend 7 minutes on Ateneo alone?
Huh?
Wait. So if Ateneo yung pag-uusapan natin, kailangan short lang. Pero we've been doing this a year and nobody complained about talking 30 minutes about Chris Newsome or Scotty Thompson. Pero nung Ateneo na yung dinisect natin at inintindi na, not even in a bad way. It was more of, bakit kaya? Ba't kaya ginawa ng Ateneo to?
At saka sabi mo na nga kanina, bro, puro yung mga hindi Atenista yung
Puro hindi Atenista.
sabi niyan.
Sorry ah. Atenista ako. Mayabang ako. No Atenean. True-blooded Atenean spends that much time on the comment section. I'm so sorry, bro. Call me mayabang. Pero sige, Atenista ako. Alam mo naman ang mga Atenista eh. Pare-pareho naman kami. Mataas tingin namin sa sarili namin eh.
Siyempre.
At diba? Diba ba tayo? Atenista ako eh. Oh.
Bro, looking at the comment section for me is just really pure entertainment.
Meron bang totoong Atenista? Man,
Wala naman,
wait.
bro.
By the way, guys, sa mga feeling Atenista dyan, ang tawag sa amin as Ateneans or ang pinupush since we were younger is to be a man for others. AMDG, ad maiorem Dei gloriam, which by the way,
Or the greater glory of God.
hindi nyo alam yun. Magis, hindi nyo alam yun. What does magis mean? More. We expect more from an Atenean. Alam nyo yun, magis? Alam nyo yung prayer of generosity? Hindi. Alam niyo yung school hymn namin? Hindi. So, being a man for others, yun yung tinuturo sa atin as Ateneans. Man for others ka. No man for others creates a spam account. Ano tawag doon? Troll. Sorry. Man for others ki. Diba? No one
At
does
saka
that.
parang gusto mo lang i-steer yung pot eh. You're just adding, actually you're building a fire.
No, bro.
Wala nga kaming sinunog eh.
Kaya nga, butt hurt lang talaga kasi Ateneo bigla. But right now, we sit down. Let's say, we sit down right now. We sit down. Coach Tab is here. Coach Tab. Coach, why did you go to Japan? You could have played Phil Oil. Coach Tab, being smart, won't take that as an attack. Coach Tab will explain. We feel like this is a better route. Why is that, Coach? I want to learn. I want to understand. Coach Sandy, I would love to get Coach Sandy on a phone call and I ask him like, bakit kaya ganun? I want to understand. Me questioning Coach Sandy won't take that as a personal attack na, no, Coach Sandy will be like, de ganito yan, Mikey. Will be on teaching mode.
They even said, thank you for clarifying.
So the
Diba?
person directly inside the camp of Ateneo said thank you
And
to you.
yeah. And I said, I came clean na. Sabi ko, sorry po kasi we said that it was a waste of time. Ganyan, yada, yada, yada. Sorry. Sabi niya, okay lang. Thanks for clarifying. We appreciate it that you clarified. At least now, we know the facts. Kasi hindi naman namin tinuldukan na ganito talaga yung nangyari.
Nagtatanong talaga tayo, bro. Like, tatanong talaga. Hindi namin tinuldukan. Talagang nakakatawa. Like, if you want. Tapos pare, people have
Hindi,
been...
kasi
like,
siguro pare, nagtataka lang talaga sila. Kasi usually, we have the facts already
hindi,
before we go on the show.
usually, pag Coach Tab kasi, yes man. Anything Coach Tab does, yes man ka. Tama yan. Totoo naman eh. I believe, tama lahat ng ginagawa ni Coach Tab. I believe that. I'm sorry though if I'm curious. I don't follow Coach Tab blindly. I follow Coach Tab because magaling siya and I wanna know his process, his thinking process. I wanna understand his thinking process. I wanna be able to admire Coach Tab deeper than just following him and anything he says is gospel. No, I wanna understand, bro. Diba? Kahit sino naman. Kasi si Coach Alvin.
Isn't that the truest essence of life in general?
Yeah, I wanna understand, bro. Hindi ko basta gagawin yung ginagawa ng taong to. No, I wanna ask,
Diba?
why do you do this? Because, like, kahit si Postal Francis Chua, pare, hindi naman ako yes man kay coach, kay boss. Tinatanong ko, boss, bakit ganito? Boss,
O bakit ka gumigising ng
bakit?
3 AM ko,
Di ba?
boss?
Bakit? Bakit, boss? Bakit 3 AM ka nag-workout? Bakit? Is
Bakit
that
7
me?
PM ka
Is that a
natutulog?
bad thing for me to ask bakit? I'm
Bro, yun na
asking.
nga. Actually, yun na nga pare. It's a compliment nga dapat for them.
bro,
Kasi
bro.
you're interested in what they're doing.
Bro.
Ibig sabihin, possibly, mai-apply mo yun sa buhay mo.
Yes, man. I didn't go against Coach Tab. I wanted to know. Kasi, okay, we can all assume. But at the end of the day, I wanna know what the process of thinking is. Kasi talagang like, surprised with how people took yesterday's episode. Surprised. Na parang, we didn't hate, we were wondering and we were curious.
So, well,
And still, even in the community, a lot of people put out their own assumptions. But tingnan mo yung thread. Puro, kasi chemistry. Kasi they
which was
wanted...
what we were doing
curious.
yesterday.
We were curious. Look at this, ha? People were saying, chemistry, bago pa lang. Meron pa ako na nakausap na feeling nila, parang parang kang naglaro ng RPG game, mahina muna yung kalaban mo, tapos paangat ng paangat ng paangat. Yun daw ang process of thinking natin Neo. Tapos meron nagsabi, sawa na kasi sila maglaro ng Pinoy. Meron nagsabi, change of scenery. Ano muna, Japan. Sino nag-assume sa ating dalawa? Sila o tayo?
Pero naman tayo nag-assume eh.
Hindi tayo nag-assume, bro. Nagtanong tayo.
Yeah, but we were laying down
Sino ang nagtuldok? Sila tayo?
Wala. Sila.
Sila. Ngayon, ano na yung sagot? from the person inside the camp. Ano yung sinabi? Wala lang silang player ng Phil Oil. Oh, so sino mukhang gago? Kayo na nagtuldok o kami na nagtatanong? Oh, talaga. Ay, kaya ang dami niyo pang justification. At the end of the day, yun naman, tama naman pala yung naisip ko na wala silang ma-field. Tapos ang tanong ko, di ba ang tanong ko, kung wala silang ma-field sa Phil Oil, pero meron sila na-field sa Japan, so bakit hindi mo nalang finild yung nasa Japan sa Phil Oil? And then it turns out, maraming injured at may sakit nung time na nag-open yung Phil Oil. Now we have answers.
And they have to prioritize that because nga,
Because sa school
January pa
dumaan
lang.
yung invitation.
And the reputation of the school is at stake because obviously that's an international thing.
So guess what? Everybody on the comments section who justified the assists, who justified the analysis of the game, who justified chemistry, brotherhood, sawa na sa Pinoy, mas maganda sa international. Guess what? All your assumptions were shut down with the mere fact na wala lang sila ma-field nung nasa Phil Oil. So, sino sang nagsayang ng oras kapon? Unbelievable, bro. Ngayon, all your assumptions are shut down. Now, I fully understand why. Now, feeling ko, they are, kumbaga, making up for lost time.
Naghahabol nga sila like you said.
Nahabol sila. Kasi we lost the Phil Oil tournament and the UCBL tournament for factors we cannot control, which is may mga injured. Dave was injured, I believe, di ba? Ito last month, di ba? Angie's still injured. Oh, may mga injured. O let's say, may mga may sakit. And hindi naman disclosed na COVID. Hindi naman eh. May mga may sakit. Normal.
May sakit lang.
Normal, may sakit. O may minor injury. O,
Pag may sakit ba ngayon, ibig sabihin COVID na?
oh, tapos bro, nagtanong pa ako, if you can't field in a 15-man lineup in the Phil Oil, you cannot compete.
Exactly.
So that is the answer.
College yan eh.
Oh, so that is the answer to the question.
Patayan yan 40 minutes.
So yung curiosity natin kahapon with no toxicity at all was answered. So now, okay, gets. Ganun pala yun. Okay, so nag-aabol ngayon Ateneo. Cool. I'm still scared of Ateneo. I really am.
I'm actually even more scared of them now that I know.
Oh, yun pala yung rason. Oh. So ngayon, guys. Sino mukhang gago sa atin? Dami niyong inassume, puta na. Dami niyong inassume kami.
Pero Mike, kung ikaw nagulat, ako din ako nagulat eh.
Sabagay, kasi
Kaya nga,
hindi.
Away.
In my mind kasi talaga, I was pretty much, in my mind talaga, as an unbiased, as an Atenean, but still unbiased, I was more so really curious lang talaga kung paano nila pinapatakbo yung program nila. Because they're doing something right. Obviously. Hindi ko lang get saan ang galing yung we're hating on Ateneo. No, we're not, man. I wanna know. Bro, honestly, parang coach yan tsaka player eh. Kung hindi ka na pinapansin ng coach mo, mamroblema ka na.
Tatanong ka.
Tatanong ka. O ngayon, mas may problema yung mga schools programs na hindi natin pinag-uusapan na parang wapakels tayo. Why did we spend, sorry kung sobrang haba ng 7 minutes bigla. Why did we spend 7 minutes on Ateneo? Because they are the fucking standard and the barometer of...
Ilan championships na nga ba sila this decade?
Alam nyo, doing this to someone. Kunyari, kausap mo sinong idol mo sa buhay, bro? In all seriousness. Si Gary V.
Oh, si Gary V. Yeah.
Gary V. If you have 10 minutes with Gary V, and in those 10 minutes, all you did was kiss his ass.
Bro, that's a fucking waste of time.
And say how great Gary V is, how great he is, how he inspired you, ganon. If you spend 10 minutes doing this versus spending 10 minutes asking him questions, saan ka mas naging productive?
Of course, asking questions. That was a fucking waste of time if he kisses his ass.
So basically, people are saying we should have spent 10 minutes complimenting Ateneo's 86-point win versus asking bakit yun yung move.
At saka,
tapos ngayon, natin sa 86-point win?
Tapos ngayon, in-question nila, analyst ba talaga kayo?
Oo, kasi daw, yun ang... Alam mo, hindi
Kasi
kami
hindi daw natin
tamad na
dinisect yung
analyst.
numbers.
Hindi kami tamad na analyst. We
Ay,
want
Diyos ko po.
something deeper. I will
Don't even
not
get me started
analyze.
on tamad.
I will not analyze an 86-point win. Analyzing an 86-point win is laziness. That is laziness.
It's not lazy.
Numbers,
It's actually
brother.
pure stupidity
I'm so
also.
sorry, but relying on numbers is a lazy way to analyze.
Yeah,
That's a
exactly.
fucking lazy way to analyze, man.
That is just a very small part of it.
I refuse to focus on one preseason game because I wanted to understand the whole preseason plan of Ateneo. That is so, oh my God.
You can
Numbers.
never focus on one thing and make it the reason for the bigger thing.
Numbers. Oh, tayo na gusto mo aralin namin yung
Yung 28
numbers
assists
ng
daw,
86.
bro.
28 assists, 86
Solid daw yung
win.
28 assists eh.
Bro, kaya ko rin
Kung manalo ako ng 86, pare.
Bro, the only thing that we were worried about dun sa 86-point win na yun was Enzo Flojo having to cover 40 minutes of 86-point deficit. Yun ang iniisip ko. So, here's the thing. If you uncover and you analyze that 186-point win, will you understand Ateneo's plans there? Or will you understand it more if you look at the bigger picture? Why did you join a pocket tournament in which you will beat a team by 86 points? Why? I wanna know why. And then now there's an answer. Wala lang pala silang choice. Ngayon, dami ninyong halabulan na hindi good for the program yan. Hindi ganyan. I'm not saying it's not good for the program. Pero ngayon, lumitaw, hindi lang nakasali ng PhilOil dahil walang... Which now, understandable na lahat.
Exactly. No, I'll come clean. Marami naman ako sinabi kahapon eh. Sabi ko rin yung mga change of scenery. Sabi ko rin yung mga ganyan eh.
O ngayon, di ba na ano lahat? Na baril lahat?
Oh, right now, we know.
O ngayon, plain and
Ano
simple.
natin eh.
Ngayon, plain and simple. Plain and simple, they could not field a team during the opening maybe of PhilOil or the first few weeks of PhilOil in which sunod-sunod ang game. Ito pa yun, bro. What UP did, now that they're leaving for 2 weeks, let's say this was Ateneo's plan because pag Japan sila, mag-India sila, plus magko-Korea sila. So you have to play all your games in a compressed schedule. O, kung meron ka nga, kung yung 2 weeks nga na yon may injuries ka,
Mismo.
may sakit, hindi ka talaga makakalaro. Oh, so, the answer, the reason became so simple.
Mm-hmm. Plain and simple.
Oh, plain and simple. Nawala na biglang. Grabe, bro.
Was it even a basketball thing?
Wasn't a basketball. That's why exactly, that was my question, di ba? Because basketball-wise, you lost reps. That's why I was old school mentality. Bakit kaya?
How can you participate in something?
I'm not even gonna go to the part wherein you guys compared. You put Coach Chot in this conversation. You put Gilas
Oh
in
my
this
God.
conversation. I'm not even gonna go to that part because that is plain toxicity. Plain toxicity. But me questioning and wanting to know the thought process of this offseason for Ateneo, may bago kang team pero hindi ka sumali sa liga na marami sanang laro at marami sanang reps yung bagong team mo. That was a question for me and I wanted to know why.
And that is just being a responsible, functioning human being.
That is
honestly.
just being a responsible analyst.
Mm-hmm.
Because
human being, bro.
Because for an analyst who doesn't have the influence and the reach that we have, or the connections that we have, where would you rely on? Yung numbers na yan, anyone can dissect numbers. True or false?
True.
Lahat nga ng tao sa internet analyst eh.
Oh.
But who has the network, the influence, and the reach to actually go deeper than the numbers? Who we could have spent all the time dissecting Paul Lee's numbers. But we didn't. What did we dissect with Paul Lee? Yung team niya ngayon, yung difference ng team niya,
we went deeper than the numbers. We went outside the numbers.
So,
We didn't even talk about the
we
numbers.
didn't talk about the numbers. I'm not gonna talk about 28 assists in a 86-point win. I want to understand why you chose going up against a team you would beat by 86 versus going up against LaSalle, FEU, NU, UP. I wanted to know why. That is respect. Because if a losing team did this, I wouldn't bat an eye. Bahala kayo. Pero Ateneo gumawa eh. So, doon pa lang, na-curious na ako. Ateneo to, putang ina, imposibleng hindi pinag-isipan to. Yun naman pala, hindi pala part of the game plan.
Hindi.
Talagang
Talagang
sumakto
wala.
lang. Sumakto lang.
Sumakto lang na walang player.
Oh, beyond their control. So now, what are they doing? Catching up. Which, tama din naman. You catch up. Kasi ngayon,
And
ngayon bro.
Controlling things, controlling what they can control.
Hindi ka nakasali sa UCBL, hindi ka nakasali sa Philo, hindi ka nakasali sa D-League. Ano pa sasalihan mo? Wala na.
Ano?
Kailan ang UAAP? October. So may 2 months na lang.
Oh.
So ngayon, sa kalalaro, humarap ka sa ibang bansa. Kasi wala na eh. Yung UP, tapos na. Naglaro na nila yung UCBL na elimination round, I suppose. Nalaro na nila yung, ano nila, I suppose. Oh, so ano na sila ngayon? Korea tayo, hanap tayo ibang laro. Korea na. So tama yung ginagawa ng Ateneo. Tama yung ginagawa nila. They are reacting to stuff that they're responding
to things that they can control.
Oo, kumbaga, we can't control what happened during this time na pwede sana tayong sumali na Phil or UCB.
Oh, wala na tayong magagawa. Wala tayong player eh.
Oh, so ngayon, anong gagawin natin to make up for that? Oh, lipad tayong India, lipad tayong Greece, lipad tayong Japan. Galing. Now we understand it deeper. Ang galing. They did not just dwell na hindi tayo nakasali ng Philoy, hindi tayo nakasali ng UCBL. Bakit? Wala tayong player. No, they did not. Hindi sila nagmukmuk sa tabi. And
in fact, di nga sila naglabas ng statement eh.
Kaya nga, because
they did it for them, it wasn't a big matter.
it wasn't. Kumbaga, let's control what we can control. Let's get up from this sayang na hindi tayo nakasali ng UCBL Philol and then let's do something about it. Oh, so come season time, sino nakakatakot sa atin? Ateneo. That's why when people, like, I will never say anything bad about a team who has dominated the past decade. I will question and be curious and ask, yes. Pagkatabi ko si Coach Tab, hindi ko sasabihin sa kanya kung gaano siya kagaling. Tatanong ko siya kung bakit
Kasi alam niya na rin yun eh.
Hindi. Oo, there's a difference between telling Coach Tab na magaling siya versus asking him, bakit ka magaling? Ano yung ginagawa mo? Kasi gusto ko rin matuto. Yan ang sinasabi. So stop praising people. If you wanna learn, ask them. The mere fact that you're asking
Baka they don't
them,
wanna learn, bro.
oh, because they have their own assumptions. The mere fact. Ngayon, text mo si Coach Sandy, sabihin mo, Coach Sandy, pwede bang, can we have 1 hour coffee shop tayo, kwentuhan lang tayo? Ano yung sasabihin ni Coach Sandy sa utak niya? They wanna waste an hour to talk to me. Ano ibig sabihin nun?
They wanna find out why we're doing things. They wanna
learn from me.
Yeah.
They wanna learn from the Ateneo program. Yun eh. Versus Coach Sandy, sobrang galing ninyo. Ano sabihin ni Coach Sandy sa'yo? Will Coach Sandy spend an hour talking to us na inaano lang natin siya, kinukuking lang natin siya? No. Ano si Coach Sandy? Very teaching yan, di ba? Teaching, ano yan eh? Nurturing. So, mas
he's
gusto
a
ni Coach
no-nonsense guy. He doesn't like to waste time.
So ano gusto ni Coach Sandy? Magturo. Ito yung dahilan kung ba't ganyan. I have had 2 episodes with Coach Sandy. Anong ginawa niya the whole 2 episodes? Nagturo siya. Turo. Versus, Coach Sandy, sobrang galing ninyo. Ang galing ng ginawa ninyo. No. Coach Sandy, bakit? Ba't yan yung ginawa ninyo? Ano yung thought process dyan? Ba't ganyan?
Sabi niya pa nga sa akin nung dati, ba't di ka nanonood ng mga game namin?
Diba? Bakit? Kasi gusto niya matuto tayo.
Oo.
Bro, sobrang approachable ng mga yan.
Sobra, bro.
So people, while all of you were assuming, Javi messaged the person. So, you know what's the best thing? You know what's the biggest flex here? Nag-press release ba ang Ateneo kahit saan?
No.
Oh. So, saan natin nalaman? Here.
Straight from the horse's mouth.
So, are we lazy? Or did we get info that no one else could have or did? A lot of people could have, but we actually went out of our way to get info. O, so ngayon alam na natin. You're welcome, guys. Now we have the answer. I'm very much kaya pala.
O, di ba? Kanina parang sobrang nakahinga ka, ano?
Oo, pare, nung nalaman ko talaga, kaya pala. Kagabi mo sila, di ba?
Oh.
Kagabi.
Kaya,
pala.
kaya actually ako nanonood ng game nila kasi inaantay ko matapos para malaman ko yung oras na pwede ako mag-message kay Coach Sandy.
Kaya pala. Wala pala silang player. Kaya
Oo,
pala.
yun lang.
Kaya pala. Yun lang pala. And simple lang din sinabi ni Coach Sandy, parang hindi rin siya gumanong-ganon sa'yo eh. Diretso
Di
lang.
na, pare, diretso lang, straight to the point.
Wala kaming player nun eh.
Yun lang.
So wait,
Wala
so
siya sinabi
question.
about,
Okay,
oh,
so moving from this. So Japan was set nung January pa.
yeah, January pa.
Yung Greece at saka India, ngayon yan.
Oh, hindi pa yan sure actually pa nga
So
eh.
ito nga yung parang
Sabi niya, sana matuloy. So, ibig sabihin,
so ito
wala
yung
pang kasiguraduhan.
so itong India and Greece, ito yung
Di
making
ko nga
up
alam
for yung
Di ko nga
nawala.
alam na India and Greece eh. Basta sabi niya may trips.
Nababasa ko lang. Nababasa ko lang. Di
Okay.
ko rin alam kung totoo yun na. Pero
Oh,
nababasa ko lang.
basta may trips daw sila. May dalawa pa ya. Wait lang.
Yun nga.
Ito,
Baka nga India and Greece. Hindi, wag mo nang pero baka nga yun nga India and Greece. So ngayon, they're trying to make up nga. Kasi sinabi ni Coach Sandy, di ba? We need more games and hopefully we get to push through sa trip nila because that will mean more games. Tama, di ba?
Yeah.
Oh, so tigilan nyo na yung So it came from Coach Sandy's mouth. We need more games. So tama pa rin yung assumption ko na for you to get better, reps on reps on reps on reps. Now, they're only getting the reps elsewhere. Tama. So
Yeah.
tama pa din.
Naghahabol sila eh.
Dami pang Sorry, people got mad that we spent 7 minutes on that. Well, guess what? We spent an hour on this. Because Ateneo is worth 1 hour.
Because they're fucking dynasty.
Oh, bro. Totoo lang. Sa totoo lang, bro. If you come across a person, a product, a program, a company as successful as Ateneo has been in the past 10 years, you want to know how they think.
Bro, ito na lang eh.
You want to learn from them.
Ito na lang. Compare ko dun sa ginagawa mo araw-araw. Bro, sobrang tuwang-tuwa nga ako sa attitude mo towards things eh. Because you always have the knack to ask questions. Diyan ako sobrang bilib na bilib sa'yo, pare. Kasi ako minsan, wala na akong matanong. You're always curious, pare. Kaya sobrang bilib ako sa'yo dyan. Kasi ganyan ka gagaling eh.
Kasi why will I waste time telling someone na magaling siya? Alam naman niya magaling siya. Di ba? Why? Kahit si Coach Aldin eh. Di ba? Sobrang idol natin yan. Why? I didn't
Makipagpingan ka.
Oh, 'di ba when I sat with him sa Starbucks nung nandun tayo, I didn't hindi ko siya kinuking. I was like, so paano mo ginawa yung 3x3? Anong sistema pag ganyan? Paano ka nag-adjust from 5-on-5 to 3x3? Bakit ito yung ginagawa mo? Bakit si Mactalio? Tapos sabi niya, 'di ba, kailangan 6.
And they say you're lazy.
Oo eh. Again, mas tamad yung numbers. Putang ina, bro. Ayoko ng numbers talaga. I'm not saying numbers lie, Numbers don't lie. Pero hindi talaga ako.
It's just a very small part of it.
Oh, pare. It's just a very small part of it. And ito, may nag-message sa akin.
And sorry na lang. Actually, ayoko na nga sabihin.
Daming galit kasi Dami nga. Kasi I brought up how double standards yung Gilas tsaka yung Ateneo. Ngayon, people are saying doubles, Pilipinas kasi
Ha-
ang nire-represent ng Gilas and yung Ateneo
It's
School
not
lang.
the same.
No, but didn't people also say that Ateneo is representing the Philippines, supposedly?
Yeah.
So, ba't biglang nagbabago? Again,
Yeah, but
sabi-
don't compare to Gilas.
may nabasa pa ako na parang hindi porket may mikropono ka, tama ka. Hindi ko naman sinasabing tama ako eh. Kaya nga podcast eh. Hindi naman ako nagtuldok, di ba? Ano ako? Gumawa ba ako ng batas na tama ako? No. A podcast is being able to share your thoughts, talk. Hindi naman tama o mali yan eh.
Oh, to have a discussion.
To have a discussion, to understand.
How can you have a discussion when you don't have questions?
To understand, to learn. Why do you watch podcasts, bro? Why do you watch? I just watched Kevin Hart's podcast kanina. Why? To learn.
Because you want information, you want to learn.
To learn, to understand, to grow. So, this isn't a end all be all. No, I want to learn. That's why I don't like being toxic, because at the end of the day, being toxic means you already close your mind na tama o mali. No, you learn. Bakit dribble drive pa din si Coach Chot hanggang ngayon? Well, hindi na
Always
actually.
keep an
Hindi na.
open mind.
Bakit yung dribble drive gumagana sa PBA pero sa Gilas hindi? Hindi close na ba? Huwag na dribble. No, I want to understand. Bakit kaya? Baka nga nag-evolve ng basketball. Baka nga ganito. You learn, bro. Kaya nga, sabi ko sa'yo, quality over quantity. Majority
Yeah.
of the people will hate us for questioning. But quality people will understand. Like Coach Sandy. Ngayon, sinabi mo na. Bidri ka po mismo kay Coach Sandy. We use the words waste of time.
Yeah.
Ano sabi ni Coach Sandy? Okay lang yun.
Sabi niya, okay lang. Thank
Thanks
you
for
for clarifying. We appreciate it.
Pero yung mga tao, binaril tayo because we use that.
Oh.
Sorry, but beating a team by 86 is a waste of time.
And I'm sure he knows that.
He knows that.
He will tell you the same thing.
Bro, try mo nga one time lang. Invite natin si Coach Sandy dito. Tapos sabihin ko, Coach, pag-usapan natin yung 86-point win. Let us
Sige.
dissect. Let us dissect
Bro,
the 86-point win.
baka
sabihin-
tawanan lang. Tawanan
sabihin
lang tayo nun, pare.
Sabihin ko, Coach, bakit 28 assists kayo? Ano yung ginawa? No, bro. I want the whole picture.
He will take offense pa for that.
Oh, bro. Sabihin niya, sayang na.
Puta, gines niyo ako dito para sayakin oras ko.
86 points sa pag-uusapan. No, I want the whole program. I want to understand the preseason moves. I want to understand why this, why that. Again, not everyone will understand. It comes with the territory, but I do apologize for not for what I said, but for how it came out maybe. We believe that,
It was just taken out of context, man.
It was taken out of context.
It
So,
was taken out of context.
for anyone from the Ateneo camp, I know that none of them really watch intently, but
Lalo na ngayon, pare.
we weren't hating. We were asking. Coach Tab doesn't watch Shoot First, but if you are watching this, Coach Tab, I really want to know. Like, I really want to learn from you. I want to understand why this, why that. Because you're the best college coach at the moment. Body of work, body of work. Last 5 years, Coach Tab, by far. So, wala na. Again, we spend time asking questions because at the end of the day, we want to evolve, we want to learn, we want to grow.
Yep.
And we cannot grow by merely being a yes man.
Exactly.
Kaya when people ask me, bakit ganito? Bakit ganito yung decision mo dun nung naging ganito ka? Bakit ganito? Mas gusto ko yun kaysa, bro, ang galing mo. No, bro.
Because actually, that's being irresponsible pa nga of you if you don't ask questions.
Alam mo bakit? Cooking lang yun eh.
Cooking lang yun mismo, pare.
But if you
Hindi naman
ask
to cooking show eh.
but if you ask me why I did this, how I did this, then hindi cooking yun. That is you really wanting to know. Pero pag sinabi mo sa akin, bro, galing mo, idol. Cooking yun. Sabihin ko, huwag mo lang akong cookingin. Sayang oras natin dyan. But if you really want to ask me, then sasagutin kita. Di ba?
Wala, pag nagtatanong tayo,
Mali.
mali.
Now we have the
Yeah,
answer.
that's just part of the process of,
Part of the
evolving.
process. Yeah, that's part of the process. I still
And
am.
it is our duty, maybe not even to you guys, but personally, as analysts, as anchors, to be able to understand the game better.
Yeah, I still am curious.
Yeah.
I am curious. I would love to have conversations with Coach Tab, Coach Sandy, anybody from the Ateneo camp. Of course, we won't get it kasi, but I'm curious. And now we know. So, cool. Still, no harm done. Wala naman tayong, wala lang.
Yeah.
I don't know why people suddenly,
They appreciated that we messaged.
nung hindi natin pinag-uusapan Ateneo, ang galit. Nung gusto natin i-uncover yung way of thinking ng Ateneo, madami pa rin galit. I understand, bro. But we will continue. I don't see the toxicity in yesterday's episode. I saw the curiosity. There was definitely curiosity in that episode. I don't see the toxicity. Maybe it was toxic because we somehow questioned your.
Or maybe we just used words that were.
Hindi, mali lang pick up nila. Kasi I still stand with waste of time.
Yeah, actually.
Pero ang tinitira ko nun, hindi Ateneo.
Mismo. Selective hearing.
Selective hearing. So, it is what it is. We appreciate to those who disagree with us, but are healthy. Kumbaga, actually hindi. Ngayon, I want to see the newest thread. Ngayon na meron na tayong sagot talaga. Kung bakit. So ngayon, lahat na mga
I'm
binabato
looking forward to this afternoon.
So ngayon, yung mga sinasabi nyo kahapon na chemistry, wala na. Oh, so tama yung point ko. Reps on reps. Na without control, they lost because they couldn't control what was happening during those 2 weeks. Oh, so ngayon, they're looking for exactly what I was looking for, which were reps. Oh, so wala. Baril lahat ng mga social ninyo. Wala. Baril lahat. Ang tagal ko na sa basketball. Reps. Game experience. Game reps. Game. Kaya nga pag nasa practice ka, di ba nung sinasabi? Game speed. Bro.
People are looking for new things to do kasi, pare.
Yung
Yung iba siguro sawalan sa conventional way.
Tama. Pero even with the community, na mahal ko kayo lahat, alam niyo yan. Pero baril lahat ng mga sinabi ninyo kahapon. Kasi at the end of the day, yun pa rin ang hinahanap ng Ateneo. Game reps, game experience, and now they're making up for it. Tangina, sobrang sarap kasi you can make up for it. Some schools can't. Some schools with no budget, hindi ka nakasali ng PhilOil UCBL for reasons you can't control, wala ka na magagawa. Puro practice ka na all the way. Pero sila, may resources sila. Oh, sige, lipat tayo sa ito para may liga tayo. Which is they're making up for what? For time lost. So,
Exactly.
So, anybody who threw basketball arguments in which sinabi ko kahapon, basketball-wise, parang hindi ko makita. O ngayon, tama ako.
Ako pa nga yung naglalatag ng mga hindi basketball eh.
Oh, di ba sabi ko, kung hindi basketball, nagigets ko. Pero basketball-wise, really? Over reps? But then again, if Coach Tab does say, yes, reps is overrated, I won't say mali ka, Coach Tab. No, I will say, bakit, Coach?
Why?
Bakit, Coach?
Exactly.
Talaga? So, reps isn't ano? Sige nga, understand. I want to understand. Again, it's not hate. It's, I want to know, bro. I'm legitimately, genuinely curious. But now, my take stands. Reps pa din. Kasi galing na mismo kay Coach Sandy, we need more games. And this is just me teasing all of you from the community, from the YouTube comments. Walang pakialam dyan. Pero from the community, I'm just teasing you. Oh, tingnan mo. Tama pa din. Sorry mga kaibigan. That's funny, bro. But yeah.
Sobrang tagal na natin di ginagawa to.
Oh, sobrang funny, bro. So, sa community, yung mga healthy dyan na hindi ko kayo sinisip, hindi namin kayo sinisipa kasi healthy naman kayo. Now you can go back to the thread and say, tama pala si Mikey, reps pala talaga ang hinahanap. Talagang hindi lang nakasali ng PIL. Uy, dami pang sinasabi na may boss level daw. Meron pa ako nabasa, Brad. Level by level
Pokemon,
daw.
putang
Sabi ko, ano yan? RPG? Ano yan? Ragnarok? Puta, pouring muna bago ka lumaban ng mga malalakas. Ano yung Pokemon ng putang ina? Ano yan?
Ano yung video game ang putik?
Bro, ano yan? Level up? Level 1 ka muna pagdating mo. So yung novice ka muna. So yung kalaban mo, mga mahihina. Tapos pala, no! They were looking for reps. They just couldn't get them from here because they were, kulang sa player. Oh, so yun lang yun. Dami pang sinabi. Boss level daw yung UP. So, pak, all the way up.
All the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
That's funny, bro. But then again, we're not being toxic. We're just being asaran. But then, yeah, I thank you for clarifying, Coach Sandy, because I was really curious. Like, outside of shoot first, I was really curious. Bakit kaya? Puta, kasi natatakot ako literal sa kanila eh. Kasi if there's a basketball reason behind this, damn, that's scary. Then they are doing something that no other team is. I want to know why, because tangina magagaling yung mga yan. So, it is what it is. It will take all day. It comes with the territory. But then again, like what we said, 4 quarters over 100 pennies. So if Coach Sandy, which is definitely a quarter, says thank you, we appreciate the clarification, then I don't give a fuck about the other 100 pennies. Quality. Okay? So, all goods. All right. We'll talk about PBA tomorrow. Post and
Yeah.
Damn, this was a long
Tomorrow.
episode. Pasensya na sa mga tao. All right, guys. Thank you very much for all the support sa mga nasa community. With everything happening, going on right now, we appreciate all of you. But at the end of the day, man, we do what we do for you guys, the ones who support us, not the ones who hate us. So, it is what it is. Parang meron pa ngayong tao na walang hater.
Hindi, bro. Yun na nga eh.
Wala na talaga. Ano?
This is when you know that you made it.
Totoo. Hindi ka naman i-hate kung wala. Okay. Sige. We'll take it as a compliment. Okay, guys. It's still a compliment, bro. So, we'll take it.
All we do is
Ayan.
All we do is win.
Yeah, bro. We're minding our own business here. To be honest, bro, nandito yun. Nasa rich dad, poor dad yun. Mind your own business.
Oh, diba?
So, what we did is we release an episode and then we move on to the next task. Then we move on to the next task. Then we move on to the next task. Now, if someone is caught up with something you did, we still move on to the next task. So, it is what it is. All right, guys, please join Hoops Hub on Viber and also the Shoot First community on Facebook. Pero kung toxic ka at gusto mo lang makipag-away, huwag ka na sumali sa Shoot First community. Thank you very much. The name is Mikee Reyes.
This has been Happy Palanya.
Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Peace and love, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.